Hey you guys, so this is my first time. So this is my second wash time doing my hair, like being natural. So I'm about to use the Do Be Girl Collection Crazy Sexy Curl Honey Setting Foam, because the one that I have, there's still a little left, but for the most part, it's almost gone. So I bought this one to have. So yeah, I'm about to use it, and I wanted to just show you guys how it ended up turning out. Oh yes, and I'm also about to use the Pattern Beauty Stronghold Gel because I never used that before, but I did see that people said, but I think I may use the I need the Pattern Gel, I believe, even though people said they used this mousse by itself as like one product for their wash and go, and they said that it worked really well, and it low-key seems like it does. Honestly, I was gonna do a braid out today, but if a wash and go can work, then why not do one? I honestly think so. I am blessed, I am blessed. I am blessed, I am blessed. I am blessed, I am blessed, I am blessed. I am blessed, I am blessed.
Seen another breath and I seen another raindrop trickle on all the leaves. I felt a little pain, but I felt a lot of joy. So I know to see and to breathe and to feel only means one thing. So I still believe, cause I know I got like...
Watching the new Devil's Mouth movie with Lana and Gavin. I do like it so far. I'm not in the middle of it yet. I'm still like kind of in the beginning. I will give you guys my thoughts at the end. Hey you guys, so I have the air on and I'm not gonna turn it off because it is hot, but I did go see Tamar Braxton, as you guys saw in the previous clips, and the concert was not a concert. It was called Dinner with Tamar and Friends, and it was literally like 45 minutes. We went to a winery and it was literally 45 minutes. It was worth it. I was gonna say it was worth it. I really enjoyed her because I love her music, but this show was very short, and yeah, so it just wasn't the greatest of experiences at the winery specifically, because we ordered food, then the food never came. The entire show, the food took the entire show to finally get there. The show ended, and that's when they came over with the food. But because we were at a winery, we were able to sit for about 30 more minutes and were able to eat our food. But that's just absolutely insane. The waiter, we were talking to him, and he said that the kitchen ended up closing because there was too many orders. I guess they weren't prepared for however many people ended up coming to the show, so they didn't have enough food or enough whatever. He said they only have 2 fryers in the kitchen, which is absolutely insane for how big this winery is. Well, yeah, how big the winery is. But anyways, it was still great. I loved hearing her sing, as you guys can see from the clips. So yeah, and I didn't even show you guys what I wore. I wore this halter top dress from Amazon. This is not my original outfit, and I really wish that I would have been able to wear my original outfit, but I feel like this was cute too. And I of course love the hair. I'm really working this hairstyle, okay, trying my best. You guys did see yesterday that I did my wash and go with this mousse, and the results, honey, the results are 10 times better than they have ever been with the dew mousse, the like original one, and the gel together. The results have never been like this. Like, this is literally just simply based off of mousse by itself. Like, I am a fan of the results, and yeah. But this is it for anything for me to film for tonight. I don't know when I'll talk to you guys again. Maybe I'll do a video just showing you guys, talking about the last couple books that I read, because I've read about maybe 2 books since the last time I talked to you guys. So I'll come back maybe tomorrow, and I am going to see Spider-Man tomorrow, so I will definitely film me going to see Spider-Man, but I will also come back and talk about the last few books that I read. Hey, you guys. So this is the end of the video, but I did not have enough footage, as you guys can clearly see. So I wanted to film some more. And of course, the more that I'm going to film has to do with books. I've been doing book reviews and, book wrap-ups at the end of my videos recently. I hope you guys do like them. I was thinking just now that I was going to do a book review, but I'm like, maybe I can do a case collection with the cases that I've gotten so far from my iPhone 17 Pro Max, but maybe I'll do that in the next video. For this video, I'll stick with doing the reading wrap up. So since the last time we spoke, I've read 2 books. The book first that we're going to talk about is Grown by Tiffany D. Jackson, and I rated that book 3 stars. So that book is about, I always forget the main character's names in books. It's about a girl, and she wants to be a famous singer. So she goes on to a singing show like American Idol, X Factor, something like that. And she gets turned down by the judges, but she ends up meeting a popular male R&B singer in the back room after she auditions, and they exchange phone numbers. She's 17, by the way, and he is 28 years old. So they exchange phone numbers, and he eventually starts texting her. So they are in communication, and then eventually he starts making these promises saying that he can help her get famous. So her parents eventually agree to let her begin going to his house, and they begin just recording in his studio and hanging out, and they begin some kind of a relationship. And then eventually she ends up going on tour with him. The parents agree to let her go on tour with him, and all hell breaks loose from there. It is an abusive relationship, mentally, emotionally, sexually abusive, because again, she's 17 and he's 28. And the book kind of paints itself as a thriller. It wasn't really, honestly, but I'm not going to give any more after that. That's as far as I'm going to go with telling you about the book, because I don't want to spoil it for anyone that may want to read it. I gave it 3 stars just because I was bored at times, and I kind of felt like it dragged on a little bit at times as well. So I did like it, but it also fell a little flat for me because I thought that it was going to have more of a suspenseful aspect to it, but it didn't, since it was presented as a thriller. but it was a little bit of a letdown to me because the ideas that I had, I feel like were better than the ideas that actually ended up happening within the book. But that's okay. I would rate it 3 stars. Would I say read it? I guess so, yes. I would say that you can read it if you enjoy books talking about real topics like abuse and, the book can be triggering for some, so I would, of course, look up the trigger warnings for that book before reading it. And the next book that I read was much lighter than that book. I read The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren, and I gave that book 5 stars. I loved that book, okay? Because I was looking for a rom-com. After I read that book by Tiffany D. Jackson, I was like, I need a rom-com. I need a funny, silly book that is just happy, okay? So I found The Unhoneymooners, and I have the physical copy. One moment. So y'all, I bought the physical copy of this book when I probably had like 10 pages. No, I didn't even have 10 pages left. I was in the epilogue, and I bought the physical copy because I'm like, I love this book so much, and I think the cover of it is so pretty. I'm like, I need the physical copy of this book. But I loved this book, okay? The banter between the characters, Olive and Ethan, and their story, I think it was just so fun. And I loved the beachy vacation vibe of the book because that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted a summer rom-com. And hey, you guys, so I'm sitting here editing the video, and I realized while I'm editing that I did not tell you guys what The Unhoneymooners was about. The entire time I raved about how much I liked the book, but I failed to tell you guys what the book was about. So quickly, the book The Unhoneymooners is about Olive and Ethan. Their siblings end up getting married, and at the wedding, everyone ends up getting food poisoning. And Ethan and Olive are the only 2 people that don't get food poisoning. So their siblings cannot go on their honeymoon. So they decide, okay, let them, Olive and Ethan, take the tickets and they go on the honeymoon because the honeymoon ends up being non-refundable. They can't get their money back, whatever. So Olive and Ethan go on the honeymoon to Hawaii. And also, this is important, Olive and Ethan do not like each other. They are what you would consider enemies. So that, of course, has its own problems, but that's the premise of the book. I don't want to give away anything else, but that's what the book was about. This delivered. I was not going into this book thinking that I was going to get, I was just here for the vibes. I was just here for the fun. And for me, it delivered. And my favorite part of the book was the ending with the way that he not serenaded, but what is it? Like he confessed his love for her at the end. That was my favorite part because I just love the silliness of that part and how the certain inside jokes and things that he did that were just between them in the way that he confessed his love to her. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I would definitely recommend this book. I was reading people's reviews. Well, not reading, but I was watching people's reviews on TikTok and then reading the comments. And people did not like this book. People did not say good things about this book. And that really surprises me because I loved this book. 5 stars for me. But I think because I went into it not expecting much, I just wanted fun summer rom-com, and for me this delivered. And I loved that that Olive was Latino. I loved that she wasn't, we had some flavor up in the book. I liked that. I think that was really cool. So yes, and currently I'm reading another book by Christina Lauren. I don't love this book that much, honestly. The book is called The Romance Revival. It just came out in July. I'm not loving it too much. I'm 65% through the book. I would say what I'm not loving about it so much, it's a little boring, honestly. And I'm not super obsessed with the couple in the book. I feel like I don't really, not that I don't like the female main character, but nothing about her is making it to where I'm like, oh, I like her and I really care to see how this relationship pans out. But since I'm already 65% through, I'm on page 219 and there's 344 pages. I'm not going to give up, okay? I've gotten to chapter 30. I'm not going to stop reading it. I'm just going to finish it, but I'm not loving it. And I can already tell that this is going to definitely have a lower rating than The Unhoneymooners. But I hope you guys did enjoy this reading wrap up. This is going to be the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!